Hello, my fellow humans, and look, I finally hit upon a seed that's actually made something like a plain white square. In this video, we're going to have a look at BronzePunkAI, made by the same person who made my Lora of the week, the cute ClockworkSpider, and also makes TeslaPunkAI, which I quite enjoy but haven't done a video on. So we're just going to grab the keyword here, which is BronzePunk, of course, and let's make a prompt. Now this is for doing sort of bronzy mechanical things. It will do characters, but not as well. Let's do a bronze armored warrior. Bronx. In fact, let's not even put the word bronze there. An armored warrior articulated metal plates in an underground city with an aqueduct and waterfall. That sounds reasonably steampunk-esque. I can't spell underground. Let's just make sure everything is spelled reasonably well. And I think we will landscape for this one. And let's give that a go. So this should give us some sort of Bronze Age-esque, steampunky kind of vibe is what I get from the images and the description that the author has left. And this is kind of very much my jam. I could see, you know, if this works well, combining it with other things like the ClockworkSpider and with some like Geiger-esque art, which is something that I like doing, is making war machines and things. So this is very much sort of settled in on the idea of a city, or of the underground city and the waterfalls and stuff. It hasn't really, you know, clicked onto the character that we want. So let's go a male armored warrior, articulated metal plates, and just in case the keywords need to be further to the front, move that over, see what we get. The author did say that it was very good for doing backgrounds, so maybe it's a bit strong there. I would say it's a bit strong anyway because this is pretty bright. But let's try and get closer to what we want, and then we'll tweak from there. So again, it's done landscaping. Let's get rid of the landscaping entirely and see where we get, because without this, you know, anything v3 should quite easily make an armored character of some kind. Oh, all this dead air, huh? I should probably find some Australia facts to tell you while we're waiting for these things. But you're all adults, you can handle it, I'm sure. All right, here we go. We've got our bronze warrior. He's bronzish, and now he has no background at all, which is a bit of a shame. So let's go in an underground city and see what happens if we drop the strength down to 0.6. Hopefully at 0.6 it'll keep the sort of bronze aesthetic, but it won't lose it won't lose itself in the underground city. It may just be that the model needs another version where the city stuff or the background stuff is prompted out, or not prompted out, but is in the Lora a bit more, so it's more flexible. Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. I am curious if I save this seed and let us just temporarily get rid of the... In fact, we'll just put it at a strength of 0 so the words are still there, so we're not changing anything other than that number, which which will make a slight difference, but shouldn't be a huge factor, hopefully. But we'll see what just anything without using the Lora comes up with. Because I suspect you could generate this with anything on its own, if you prompted it well enough. So it is a quite different image. It's very anime, but the sort of style is there. So definitely the Lora is doing something there. Let's go 0.7 and let's try in a forest, because a forest is very not bronzy. And there's something else I'll try. If this doesn't work very well, we'll try moving the keyword back here and say a BronzePunk male armored warrior and see if that helps. Someone's banging around in the kitchen. Hopefully you can't hear that. All right, so I mean, it is kind of foresty, but it's also vaulted, so I'd say it's definitely keeping the like landscapey aspect of this. Get rid of that. Put BronzePunk male warrior. I'm also going to take the Lora itself and put it right at the end. And let's see what difference this makes. Hopefully it'll make it focus the Lora on the character rather than on the background. And the answer is it's a long 2 seconds. Well, now we just don't have a background, but it has definitely focused. There's a lot more intricate detail on the character now, which is cool. Let's quickly just do something else. Completely different. A BronzePunk tank with tentacles. And see what horrendous monster or complete ignorance of the prompt it comes up with. I was trying to do some stuff with tanks yesterday and it just wouldn't. It just kept making tanks, and I didn't want tanks. I wanted monster tanks, you know? Can't get a good monster tank. Alright. Well, that is not a tank at all. And I know anything can generate tanks because I've done a lot of it. Alright. Let's jump to chill out mix. None. And see what this comes up with in chill out mix. Probably should have put the strength back to 1. That won't do it now. Actually, I'll stop this, and then when it lets me, I'll start it again. Come on, change models. Here we go. I really do need to edit these videos, don't I? I really don't want to. It'll make it take so much longer. But I can do it. I can do it. I'm just not one of those creators that can just talk randomly for hours about nothing. It'd be much easier if I had Twitch chat sitting there so I could answer questions and stuff. I can banter, but I just don't want to fill dead air. Oh, well, you know, it's not a tank. It's a tank. So I'm going to give that a yep, that is a type of tank. It's just not the type of tank I was looking for. A BronzePunk armored warrior articulated metal plates. That's actually very cool. I'm a big fan of that. I could definitely see me playing with this for a while in a realistic model or a more realistic model to get some cool effects, which is what I've been doing with ClockworkSpider and some of this creators, other Loras. It's, a lot of these things are really up my alley. Oh, that's cool. It's like made an awesome golem thing. Obviously, again, I'm only using 12 steps here, so the quality's terrible. But that's an awesome armored warrior war machine in a forest. So realistic model works a lot better. I'm surprised given the nature of this Lora, but yeah. I think I think this one does need another version. I think it needs something where the background's more flexible. Uh, but I think this works well if you want to play with machinery. That's cool. I'm impressed. I'm going to leave this one there. BronzePunkAI link will be in the description. You got any questions or comments? Leave them in the description too. I will be back for another video.